Watch Tim Hardaway.
Hardaway, no. Rebound, New York. And fists are flying at the other end. Larry Johnson is one of them.
Here we go.
Oakley and Mourning have at each other.
And both of those guys will not play in Game 5. I guarantee you that.
Van Gundy out.
I don't know if it was Oakley. I couldn't see.
I saw Johnson throwing punches.
I think it was Larry Johnson.
Pat Riley has made so much, as have his teammates, of the composure of Alonzo Mourning the last half of the season.
I thought it was Larry Johnson and Alonzo Mourning, and it's just awful. This has been a great series.
Marred once again. I did see Larry Johnson throw punches. They may have been retaliatory. We'll get to the replays and see.
Oh, it was both of them. It was both guys.
Mourning and Johnson. Yep. Yeah, it was Johnson and Mourning all the way.
And that's old blood. That's old blood from Charlotte. And you hate to see it because Alonzo Mourning has been just great with his temper in the second half of the season.
There was the first punch. Neither one of them connected.
No, but it's just awful.
But it's just, well, for the second year in a row. Watch again. Alonzo Mourning throws the first punch.
Well, there's one right there, and that's what got it going. And then the push back, and then there's the punch. Fortunately for these guys, they are both awful fighters. Not needed.
Van Gundy was out quickly.
And interesting.
Last year it happened in Game 5 in Miami. Tonight it happens in Game 4 in New York. Look at Van Gundy. Saw it and sprinted off the bench. And immediately tried to pull Alonzo Mourning away from Larry Johnson.
Well, that's the old rule. You always grab the opposing player and not your own, but way to ruin a good game.
Teammates, though not close teammates, in Charlotte.
And look at Van Gundy down at the bottom of your screen. That's just Van Gundy just holding on.
This one is in the books.
I look at Hugh Evans, and he just said ridiculous. He just looked over us and said ridiculous.
And here's a small paradox of the night.
Thought he was fouled. Still on the floor at the other end. Houston fouled by Mashburn. Larry Johnson strong on the baseline and swings back at Alonzo Mourning. And Mills throws Mourning to the deck. Referee Joe Crawford going to sort things out. And Joe Crawford's going to do the wise thing and send everybody. Now, P.J. Brown appears to have left the bench. Tim Hardaway has to be pulled away. Flashback to the playoffs of last season. There are 6 players out here on the floor for the Miami Heat. Somebody had to come off the bench, and that somebody appears to have been P.J. Brown.
Absolutely no place in basketball for what Larry Johnson does here. It's a good hard foul. Alonzo Mourning not trying to hurt him, and then all started there challenging his manhood, and then it just explodes and disintegrates into what was a basketball game.
And now they have to fight for this series.
P.J. Brown throws Charlie Ward. Watch out. This one's going to get really ugly. P.J. Brown pricked Charlie Ward up and threw him into the photographer's row. I don't know what began this struggle, but I did see P.J. Brown pick Ward up and heave him upside down.
And I guarantee you this is the reason you threw Charlie Ward down and the Knicks guys are getting involved, because he's the guy that they love on this team. This is just ridiculous.
P.J. Brown is not distinguishing himself and the citizenship award he was given earlier this year. Watch the right of your screen.
And you can see them there, right there. Charlie Ward is just boxing out, basically. Oh, wow. That's what started it. Charlie Ward getting thrown by P.J. Brown is what started it all. That's ugly.
John Wallace was there to take P.J. Brown down.
And you know what, Bert? I'm never a guy to say you should fight, but you get thrown like that, Charlie Ward has to defend himself.
It's Sprewell. Rose went down hard. And Sprewell ahead. Ewing and Rose ready to go at it. And Dick Bavetta gets in the way. Ewing's got to walk away. And now other players come in. Dale Davis goes at Ewing. It's gone into the first row of the crowd. This is where it can be very dangerous as the crowd gets involved. And there's going to be some penalties handed out on this one, and not just for this game. Ewing is very irate. Jeff Van Gundy trying to get away. Ewing pushing him.
Well, no Knicks left the bench, so luckily it was down on the far end, but all the other players were on the court. They were just trying to break it up. So no Pacers came off the bench to try to deny the fight. But what happened, if we can get a replay of that, what happened, Rose drove inside Ewing, harassed him, and then it seemed to me Rose inadvertently fell to the floor. So Ewing got the rebound, passed it off, and when Ewing was running up the court, Rose stuck his leg out and tripped him up. And that's when the altercation began.
Dick Bavetta got a smack in the nose, apparently. He's bleeding on the bridge of his nose right now.
Yeah, intrepid thing that he did, get in between those two guys. They were ready to go to blows.
That's why he's one of the best in the game. Did not hesitate right in the middle. Of course, the big question will be if any punches were thrown.
No punches were thrown. No punches were thrown.
It looked in that one case it might have been. Let's look at the whole thing now.
See, Ewing, good harassment. Watch Rose fall down right there. See, he just inadvertently fell. Now watch him trip Ewing. Tripped him up. And now this is when Bavetta got hit in the nose right there. Boom, he caught a punch. And then that's when the other players came in. But these guys were on the court. So Ewing did throw some punches.
I don't know if they'll determine that a punch or just shoving off Dale Davis, but it was very close. And how many times have we said this, Clyde? The Knicks just can't walk away from these situations.